Welcome back. And there is a new owner of an old historic home on Tampa's beautiful Bayshore Boulevard. It's nestled right there on 3 acres of land.
This home has a wall and landscaping built around it, so chances are you could drive by and never even know it's there. But there are big plans for the estate, and I had a chance to see them firsthand.
He's done it before, and he's ready to do it again. The same man who transformed a historic property into the hugely popular Oxford Exchange in downtown Tampa has big plans for a historic mansion nestled on Tampa's famous Bayshore Boulevard.
We just like calling it breathing new life into old buildings.
The new owner of the Stovall home, Tampa native Blake Casper, took me on a tour of the mansion.
One will be the pavilion building here.
The grand old home sits on nearly 3 acres of land and is more than 100 years old.
This is Bayshore beautiful. I mean, this is one of the most spectacular boulevards we have, and this is the last remaining estate on Bayshore. What an incredible way to showcase Tampa.
World-renowned architects and landscape designers are ready to work on this project to transform the Stovall House into a membership-based estate, where a small group would have access to the mansion, and parties would be held to entertain dignitaries like MacDill Air Force officers. It's a concept embraced in major cities worldwide, and Casper feels Tampa is ready to roll out the same idea.
You have to stay current. We've got to stay relevant. And as a city, that's really important.
The home is already in pristine condition.
This was the way the house was built in 1909. And it's how Wallace Stovall would have entertained, and you know, we kind of like to think that that's exactly what he had in mind.
So the home's history will stay intact, but some of the best and the brightest will come home to work on expanding its use.
We'll have orchids, and then there'll be seating areas as well.
From intimate dining rooms and seating areas to the garden, everything at the old home will be enhanced.
Keith Williams is a Palm Beach architect. It's his first project in Tampa. He's coming here for this project. Our architects, our local architects, Brad and Margaret Cook, were in New York, and they were, once they heard and saw some of the things that are happening in Tampa, they moved back here. And Brad's from Tampa. We want to be the next great American city. I mean, we've been talking about that for years. It really feels like this is our time, right? You hear the mayor say it. I love when he says it. I believe it all day long. I mean, we've got real opportunities and really things happening here that are really changing to who we are as a city.
Casper hopes when the city sees his vision, it will be embraced as another step in moving Tampa Bay forward.
Now, many people believe because the home is on the National Historic List that it's protected from being knocked down and replaced by a high-rise or new homes. Sadly, that's not the case. The Stovall Lee House is not locally designated, so it's not protected. And Blake Casper hopes to repurpose it and, have this standing for generations to come. And there is admittedly some conflict because neighbors don't understand exactly. They hear club and they're thinking it's going to be disruptive. But, as we're going to further explore on our sister station WFLA, he's assuring people one neighbor at a time that this is not party central. It's just a quiet, exclusive club like you see in other big cities around the world.
Yeah, and I know because I live generally in that area a little bit farther to the south, and I've seen signs up, and I've seen it on that Nextdoor app as well, with people at least interested in it, either for it or against it. So I think what people need is more information. So thanks for bringing that to you.
You're welcome.